In today's video, I want to talk about two maps that in my opinion could and should happen on Cold War Zombies. Now if you don't know, Cold War is essentially getting a year 2. We've gotten plenty of leaks informing us that year 2 is happening. On top of that, we're going to be getting 2 new weapons and even 3. One of them should probably be accessible after Season 2 Reloaded has happened for Vanguard and Warzone. We're going to be getting a Ravenov operator, a Hudson outfit, just so much content for Cold War itself, which is very interesting because the last time we saw this kind of attention to a game was with Black Ops 3, which if you think about it, it's in a very similar situation considering the fact that both Warzone and Vanguard Zombies isn't performing as well. Infinite Warfare wasn't performing as well, so Black Ops 3 was like carrying that whole year of 2017, including Zombies Chronicles. On top of this, there was also a side leak that one of the leakers have discovered, which ended up not being true, but it did spark my interest, and that was that there was potentially some kind of Zombies map coming out. Unfortunately, it was a leak that was misread, and currently there is nothing to do with Zombies maps. From my best understanding, we should be getting some Onslaught unreleased content, some maps that we never saw come into Onslaught, which would be pretty nice, but you know, Onslaught is just this, it's a game mode, that's about it, you know, nobody talks about it. But there's 2 maps that in my opinion they could easily add if, you know, they don't want to add like Zombies Chronicles 2 to the game. And it's 2 maps that even throughout the community people have already spoken about a lot and considered it, you know, as a great idea for a round-based experience. And on top of this, I don't think it will be as difficult to add, so there might be a possibility that throughout summer and whenever, you know, Modern Warfare 2 decides to release, we will maybe receive these as a little side bonus content for, you know, just round-based enjoyers. And the first one is Nacht der Untoten. Now yes, we've seen Nacht plenty of times, especially in Cold War, actually twice, and that's why I want to talk about it. We've seen it twice, both in Die Maschine, fully kind of rebuilt, giving us access to locations we haven't been able to go up to, like on top of the rooftop, and just other rooms that we were never able to access, which was a really nice thing, and the vibe and aesthetic of it was really nice. But another interesting thing is on Forsaken, there is a special arcade machine that you are able to access and get teleported to the main spawn area on Nacht. Now this does remind me a lot of the Black Ops 3 Nacht der Untoten, but still kind of remade to look better for Cold War. And even though they're all similar, it will be a really nice thing to receive Nacht the way it looks on Die Maschine, with a bit of a mix what we saw in Forsaken, kind of notifying us that they have it in the game, like they have it all ready, at least that part. It does give me a bit of a vibe what we do have on Vanguard Zombies with Shinonuma, but I think it would just be a great thing to add. And if you're still a person who plays Cold War, which is a very large portion of the Zombies community right now that don't, you know, just stick with Black Ops 3 and stuff like that, it would just be a really nice thing to hop onto, chill out, try to go for a high round, maybe still grind out some camo challenges, you know, especially for the new weapons, and maybe even make it a Nacht der Untoten that allows you access to the very top, even though that would just make it the Die Maschine one. I feel like if you're going for a Nacht der Untoten, might as well just make it like the classic good old one, but with all the like spray painting and the really cool detail they had in Die Maschine. The second map is actually a bit of a different situation. It's something that a lot of people throughout the community were saying they should do, and I think it would still work, and that is the silo location that you are able to access in the first Outbreak Easter egg. If you don't know what this is Underground Under Ruka, which is really cool because it was specifically made for zombies. Like looking at Outbreak, everything that we've seen in Outbreak, it's mostly assets used from multiplayer with a combination of zombies, but this felt like a location we haven't seen in campaign nor in multiplayer, which is a really nice thing. Now this map would behave very interesting. It would have some locations locked off, and it wouldn't give you that full-on vibe of, oh, there's a zombie going to be spawning out of this window, oh, I can rebuild the barriers, oh, there's a spawn room. It's kind of a weird situation. For my best understanding, if they were to make it a round-based experience, you'd have probably like levels locked and unlocked. It definitely doesn't have that feeling of like zombies are here. It's just like a normal facility area that would be very interesting because it's very different from what we've seen before. There will be a top floor and a bottom floor, which would definitely change up some things. And if you spend a lot of time in silos, especially if you played first time around when the Outbreak Easter egg came out, silos were just full of super sprinters, like insanely fast zombies, which was incredibly challenging, but at the same time really fun, which was one of the things that motivated me to do the Easter egg so many times. And since then they have changed it to, you know, a mixture of both, like calm zombies, Zombies and super sprinters, but it would be interesting to go on high rounds over there using the zip lines and stuff. Yeah, they're kind of bugged in the game. I still think it would be really cool to go up and down, and even have locations already set out for like the Pack-a-Punch machine, Wonder Fizz, Armor Station. And that's an interesting thing that I forgot to mention with the Knockdown Totem map. I feel like it would be better if they didn't include, let's say, a Wonder Fizz machine, maybe randomized one perk, even though we did have a Wonder Fizz machine in Black Ops 3. But then Armor, okay, maybe Knocked would be a bit of a more challenging one. I think it still could work. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. I've been thinking of making this one for a while, but never found the opportunity. But I think it's just something nice to think about, and I love making these kind of videos where I'm like, well, this would work, this wouldn't work. So if you have any other ideas for potential year 2 maps, if you would like to see a part 2 this kind of video, be sure to comment down below, because obviously they could make a brand new map, but what's the point? I mean, Zombies Chronicles 2 will probably still happen, but when at this stage? I don't know. It's a very weird time for Call of Duty. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.